We are back early this week. I had to solo cash flow and closings yesterday, so Mr. Rahul thought he would come on and we'll do an extra one for you on Friday.
Happy Friday, people. Happy freaking Friday. I was about to say the F word and I replaced it right in the moment. I don't know if there's people and children watching, so I'll be respectful because we're streaming on multiple platforms. So real quick, wherever you are, if you're on YouTube, and if you're not following us on YouTube, give us a subscribe. The link is in the chat. That'd be awesome. We have a bunch of cool videos. We're on LinkedIn right now. We should be on my profile, our groups, everything. We're using a cool service called Restream. So if you Google it, you might want to check it out. It's kind of like StreamYard and some of the other competitors. We just have had this forever, and now we're going to use it. So our lives will go everywhere. So wherever you are live, give us that lovely hashtag live, hashtag replay. And when we go through this, we're going to ask you guys to give you some hearts, some likes, etc., so we can get better engagement. So I'm going to look up at the camera rather than myself on the Zoom screen, so I can make eye contact with you guys that are here, even though you're watching me on the computer. It's so easy to just look down because I can see you. It's so comfortable, but this we got to get used to, making the eye contact. Anyways, right now, what is it? It's halftime. It's halftime of our year coming up right about now. So think about where you are right now, whether it's your business, your life, your role, your responsibility. Like, where are you? Did you plan to be here? Did you hit that goal that you set yourself? Now, are you above it or below it? And what are we going to do for the second half? Because now it's reflection time. Like, we're doing it ourselves. We have meetings with our teams. We're reestablishing where we need to be in the next 6 months. So typically we look at everything in a year format. Now we're going to go beyond that very soon here as we approach the fourth quarter to have a killer end of the year and plan for next year, 2023, because it's going to be right around the corner because things go so fast right now. You know what I mean? Blink of an eye, boom, it's already freaking summer. Isn't that crazy? So I'm going to transfer the mic over to Cody. He's going to go over a little bit of the frames and how we establish our goals, because we kind of have a little bit high of a goal for ourselves just because we feel like we're high performers, but we're also behind where we want to be. So this is going to not only be helpful for you, but it's also what we do for ourselves.
Yeah, so like it's a cliche, but we want to start at the end, right? And the end point is always, can you let me share my screen for a second?
Yep.
The end point, and then we work our way backwards. And then if we're tracking that and we're planning it and we're doing it appropriately, then we can actually make shit work. So for instance, if I know my KPIs, and if I don't know my KPIs, then I can get general industry standards. But what I want to know for KPIs is basically, what is my cost per lead, right? What is my cost per booked call? Cost per booked call. What is my percentage of show rate? What's my percentage of connected call close rate? Right? How many messages or conversations do I need to start to get a call? Right? All of these things. If we know all of these things, then we can actually plan achievable goals or create solvable problems, actual stuff that we can accomplish, right? And the way that we do this is we create that goal. So now we want to think to ourselves as well, okay, what do I want? Right? Most people will say, I want more, 50K, 100K, $1 million months. That's what I want. Why? Why do you want that? Well, I don't really know. Those are numbers I've heard other people say that they've achieved, or people screaming on social media, and they say to themselves, well, this is the thing that I want. This is the thing that they have. So let's make that happen, right? And that's not what we want to be doing, right? So wherever you are right now, be it 2K a month, 5K a month, 50K a month, even if you're at 100K a month, right? Create a problem that is a growth. So you want more team members, you want more freedom, you want to increase lead flow, right? Understand what are the optionality pieces to that. So if I want to say, I need to build my team up, right? I need more supporting pieces so that I have stability in my business, right? Stability equals having redundant positions. In order to do that, I need to be able to actually supply those positions with work. All that makes sense. So you're saying I have enough leads currently for one salesperson, and I need to have at least 2 or 3 So that means we got to 2x our lead flow. That probably means we need to add a setter. Probably means we need to 2x our ad spend, right? All of these things are clear. So now we're getting to a place where it's an actual solvable problem. So if we're spending, let's say, as an arbitrary number here, just to give you this process, we were spending 10K a month between our ads and our setter. Now we need to spend 20K a month. So I need to go out and I need to add an additional $10,000 per month in new revenue. And I reached that not arbitrarily, but through the process I just went through. This is a goal. This is a solvable problem. All right. So now we take this and we work our way backwards. So if we say, okay, cool. Well, our show rate here is 50%. Right. Now I'm going to give you guys league minimums for all you sports junkies out there. That means
Great.
you're the worst professional ever.
Hold on. We got people live, hashtag replay when you're here. We're going to walk through it. And I want you guys to even screenshot this. Okay. So those of you guys are there, let us know. I see you guys in the chat or on the lives. So just make sure you're interacting here because we're going to go into some other stuff right after this. And we're going to keep it super brief. So this isn't going to be a long 1 hour live. It's going to be about another 5-10 minutes. Okay. Sorry to cut you off.
That's Rahul's way of saying, Cody, keep it brief. Because I'm going to
fucking heart buttons. That's what it and I also got a doctor's appointment, so I got a jam pretty soon too.
We'll just keep this a little bit like this. And I'm putting like worst case scenarios. Okay. Worst case scenarios for what you guys should do better. Try to do better. But worst case scenarios, you do this. All right. Now, knowing all of this, we can work our way backwards. So we know we got to do 10K a month. Right. So now if we say for that 10K a month, we average 2K per client because that's what we charge. Well, now we know we need 5 clients. And now we have a way to work back for our goals. Right. So if we need 5 clients and we have a 20% show rate, well, that means we need 25 calls to show up. Right. And if we have a 50% show rate, that means we need 50 calls to be booked. Right. And if I have a 5% outreach to call booking ratio, well, then that means I should be able to do math faster than this, but my brain is sick this week. And therefore, I will tell you that we need 1,000 messages sent, 1,000 outreach. All right. In very, very, very simple terms, if we maintain league minimum, now we've created revenue and we've created a solvable problem and we've worked our way backwards from goals. Now, something that we do inside the GST program is we actually give our students success trackers just like this. This is what we do. We want you guys to not only be held accountable, we hold you guys accountable. We have an accountability coach. And we have a very easily color-coded system. You plug in the numbers like we just went over here, and it auto-calculates all kinds of amazing shit. Every single one of these things is auto-calculated based on the numbers you put in up here. And it come over here and it tells you what you need to do. It auto-calculates all this shit. Well, you got to have 30, 120, and 600 weekly. All of this. So you come over here and you're like, well, my weekly call book number is 30. If I book 33 of them, it'll say, good job. If I book 20, it says you suck. It goes green and it goes red. If I did not enough outreach this week and not enough calls, but somehow I connected over half and then I closed over 15%. That's good. And why we use this specifically, guys, is because for you guys, I want you guys to understand this. When you're tracking shit, you know where your problems are. This elevates and shines a spotlight on your problems. You can't fix shit if you don't know what's actually broken. So in this scenario, your closing ratio is fucking fantastic. Excuse my language. Oops, we were trying not to do that on this one. And it just slipped out. Shame. My bad. Did you just shame me? Is that what But anyway, we know that the outreach isn't getting done. We're not getting enough calls booked. You might be an awesome salesperson, but if you don't have enough people to talk to, you're not going to hit your goals. Tracking this every single week will allow you to see if this is all red and this is all green. Well, we need to find new lead generation avenues. If this is all red and this is all green, then this is the problem. We need to help our salespeople. So it's going through the system and the process I just showed you guys, right? Just breaking it down, having an endpoint in mind that actually makes sense and is something that you actually need, and working your way backwards for it, and then attributing those numbers in a trackable process. Boom. How can you fail? As long as you're paying attention and getting shit done.
Yeah, and one thing Cody's just shared right now, like what we call this is the GPS. Like everybody, like I've never, if I'm going to an area where I don't know where I am, like we were in Florida a couple weeks ago or a week ago, we're driving around territories we didn't know, so we didn't know where we were going. So I didn't just jump in the car and start driving. I turned in my road map. I got Waze open and I started following the directions. So this is your eyes and ears, and as painful as it may be, because you guys got a million tasks, this is one of the most important things for you. Because if you're just going to wake up tomorrow and do the same stuff you did today and you're not at your goals, welcome to Groundhog's Day. This is the GPS roadmap to get you to the goals, because you have to sometimes reflect a little bit. Because I mean, entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants, salespeople, all you guys have a lot of stuff to do in a day. There's administrative, there's all these micro tasks, and then it gets a little bit confusing. But when we know our endpoint, like what is our outcome we're going for, we can get there. Even if we get off track here and there from time to time, we know our destination ends at a certain point. And then once we get to that point, we call that skill. Now we can actually level up our goals, level up our income, level up wherever it is. But we have to be disciplined, especially in the work environment, because I know a lot of those mindset coaches out there, and a lot of people say if you have a dirty car, you probably have dirty house, you probably have fucked up organization. I don't give a shit. When it comes to the business, stay super disciplined, do whatever you want in your own fucking car. But when it comes to this, like, you have 6 hours in a day to work. You have 8 hours a day. You have 14, 18 if you want to go extra special like Gary V, Elon Musk. Don't fucking sleep. That's up to you. It's your energy. You get to choose. But make sure that you actually are optimizing your time. Now, if you're under the revenue goal of, like, let's say $10,000, don't go building all these little doodads and zaps and widgets. Go sell to your audience, because they probably won't want to buy if you build it before you ask them. Now go out, explore the market, make those cold calls, make it fun, do those cold DMs, start building your audience, follow our perfect stranger method. It literally tells you exactly how to get booked appointments without even any ad spend. If you got the cash flow, spend it. Listen to Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Your cash is fucking worthless if you keep it. If you deploy it into an asset like marketing, like people, like coaching, like real estate, maybe for some of you guys that get lucky, crypto. I mean, we want to invest it into stuff that can make us more money, because if you have $10,000 sitting in an account and next month 12 and 13 and 14 and 15, it's worth fucking zero. Deploy it so you can get what you want. Don't be afraid to go to zero from time to time. And zero doesn't mean deplete everything and lose your emergency fund. That just means believe in yourself so other people can believe in you. Because if you don't invest in you, nobody else will give two shits about you, right? So that's important, is just be aware of what you need. If you need setter skills, go learn setting yourself. Learn, do, teach. I saw Dennis Yu just post that. Learn, do, teach. Because if you're going to teach something you've never done, you're going to have a hard time teaching that. Okay. So make sure that, like, you audit your days, and this could be painful. One of my friends, Nick Robbins, he did this. I heard he did like he was talking about this like 2-3 years ago, and it's been on my mind. I've never done this. I'm repeating his words because I try to stay as efficient as possible in my day. But he went through a task of all of his people every 15 minutes. And yes, 15 minutes. That means 4 times an hour. What did you do? Write it down. Keep going. Do that for one full day. You'll find out where you're falling off. And this is just self-discipline. This isn't like your dad, your mom, your somebody telling you what to do. This is whether you want to do this or not. This could help you find gaps in your day that you're fucking off. You may get stuck in a scroll trap on TikTok. You may be over researching something, then you got distracted and started fucking off. So just make sure you audit your day. That's what my recommendation is. I don't want to impose anything upon you guys. This is just for what I say. You can find the time in the day, because when somebody tells me they're too busy, but they're not where they want to be, their time is just not managed right. Because the most richest people in the world, like if you look at like Elon Musk, that fucker has time to tweet all day, is time to go on podcasts all day, is time to do interviews all day, and run some of the most important companies in the world. So we do have the time. We just have to prioritize things. That's all. All right, cool. So Cody shared the roadmap. If you guys need help from us, DM us. We're not going to be sharing that. That's for our inner circle group. So if you ask, the answer's already no. We don't want to be bothered with that. It doesn't mean to be mean. We want to share this stuff with you so you can see things. But we do have an amazing incubator program for those of you guys that are specifically under $10,000 or just starting out. It's literally a pay for performance. We get paid when you perform type deal. So nothing out there in the coaching world that I've seen with this type of offer. So we won't go into detail on this right now. I'm seeding it for you so you're aware. So if you do want to talk to us, don't worry. We're here to help. We're not here to sell you shit you don't need. We're only here to elevate your brand, your life, and make the money that you're intended to be making so you can get that ultimate goal, which is what you choose it to be, which most people tell me it's freedom. I want to work less. I want to make more. And that's exactly what these roadmaps are for. We'll give you that 18 years of experience that we have running agencies like Custom Creatives, Calculated Services, and a pretty successful coaching business where we've helped hundreds of people already through these roadmaps, through those bottlenecks. And people have that in the moment question. Like, hey, I followed your process, but I'm stuck right here. Even though they have the tools, they have the videos, they have the skills, the YouTubes, the downloads, all that shit. A lot of people have those audibles like, hey, I got a different way of an objection. What do I say? Boom, we give it right back. Next thing you know, sweet, ring the bell, $5,000 in. So we have a lot of those stories we can share with you. If you want to hop on a call, feel free. You know how to DM us. You can like this or type in hashtag GSD, Jason, John, or Ben. They can reach out and help you. Okay. That's it for today. Cash flow and closing out. Have a great Friday. We are going live tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hit the events tab. Savage Saturday is back. I like the way I say back. I don't know if you guys do. Savage Saturday is back. Savage Saturday is what? All right, perfect. All right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. For those of you guys that joined, tomorrow we're going to be talking about goal setting a little bit more, but we're going to be focusing in on our personal goals. So you're going to see me talking to my own team that comes on, spends their own time out of their own family. So they're prioritizing things. And we're going to be having our own internal chat live with you guys. If you guys want to hop on with Zoom with us, you're welcome to. Otherwise, watch it in the stream, and we'll see you tomorrow.